Hi. I just wanted to come on and say really quickly that I apologize so sincerely and deeply for the audio issues that you are about to see in the Ed video, because I, like an idiot, had myself muted for 11 out of the 22 minutes of that interview. I'm a fucking idiot. I have nothing else to say about that other than I am going to record some voiceovers to put on top of the muted bits, and hopefully that will help you understand what I was asking, the questions that I was giving Ed. That way, you're not guessing what I asked when he's answering. It will not happen again. I promise you that, because I have taken care of it. And I also would like to apologize in advance for all of the already recorded Draft Degenerates videos for my mic quality. For some reason, again, my fault, but for some reason, when I plugged in my camera, it prioritized the microphone that was built in to my camera and not my microphone. So you were hearing audio through the webcam. And I am so sorry about that. It will not happen again. I've got it all prioritized and fixed up to where it won't do that anymore. Um, but it is what it is at this point. I don't want to scrap any of the interviews. They were all amazing interviews, and I think you guys can understand me enough. If you just bear with me on that audio, the next ones we record will be fixed and 100 times better, I promise. I know it's not the greatest start, but it's a start, and I sincerely hope that that doesn't drive you away from watching these videos because we really enjoyed making them, having interviews with you guys. You guys seem to have fun with it as well, so I want to continue doing them, and hopefully we can do that with less technical difficulties this time. But for now, bear with me. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I will do better with it next time. I promise. Thank you. All right, so here we asked Ed for him to talk about his draft process, essentially what he drafted now, like what he got versus what he planned on, if any snipes affected that or anything like that. And we also wanted to talk about the elephant in the room, his evolution team.
Bro, I did not want to draft this team. I wanted to draft a colossal team. Like that's what I wanted. That's why I was going hard for Togekiss and I was going hard for Dragapult. But obviously I got ripped. I mean, I got ripped apart with the way that the auction was going. So I ended up just having to change my process of what I wanted to do. So I wanted to draft a team that basically would rank low and people wouldn't think that I can do something with it. So I know people was gonna talk a lot about me drafting Colossal. So at first I was gonna draft Colossal, and then after that I was just gonna draft behind it with whatever I could pick up and support it. But without no Togekiss, without no Dragapult, I wasn't supporting that month for nothing because you got fake out pressure, you got prankster pressure, you got a whole bunch of pressure. So I was just like, you know what? I decided to do something foolish, and that's when I drafted a whole EV team because I knew I was gonna be able to draft all 8 of them and still have 4 mons that I can utilize just in case they don't do so well. At least I have a backup 4 that could help me out.
And all I said here was, to be fair to Ed, he was peer pressured into this team.
Yeah. I don't know who it was. I forgot who it was who made me draft the Eevee, and I was like, "Come on, guys, don't do that." And I ended up having to get rid of it because I had, I think, three I don't know how many T4s I had, but I had two. I think I had too little, so I had to get rid of one or add one or something like that. But I ended up getting rid of Eevee, and I ended up getting Leafeon, so I was happy with that at least.
So I do have to ask, after drafting every EV evolution in the book. Obviously, like Leafeon works really well in sun. It's got chlorophyll, solar blade, all that business. Like that's where it functions best. What was your thought process with also drafting sand and hail around that?
Um, the hail was supposed to be for Glaceon, right?
Right.
And also for Roborville, and just to set up screens, and it also has Encore. Um, now, bro, it's the sand. The sand was for I really don't even know. Honestly, I drafted T-Top because I guess he has good defense and he
Mhm.
could be good offensively also.
Mhm.
Um, and then he goes well with Sylveon. There you go. He goes well with Sylveon.
True.
So as I was going, I didn't realize I drafted three weather mons, and I was like, holy shit. What am I gonna do here now? I got sand, I got hail, and I got sun. I mean, sand. And I was like, you know what? This is crazy, and I'm gonna make it work. This is
Make it
crazy.
work.
I'm gonna make it work.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
basically said that I agree with Ed here. Sometimes you draft one by one and think it's great, but then you look at the whole team afterwards and you're like, what
What
happened?
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but it's they the EV team. They had what I was looking at as I was drafting them. They have very solid defense, so they can actually take a hit or so. It's just
Mhm.
you gotta know how to, I guess, while taking those hits, be able to hit back as well. To a point where you have to respect the EV team for at least hitting back hard, just the same way they're receiving the hits. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I just want to prove a point. That's all. I just want to prove a point that the EV team, even though they really don't have much to set up on, they could still do a lot of damage.
And here I basically agree with Ed. There's nothing wrong with having a point to prove, and I hope he proves it. And then we asked him what he was excited for with his team, what he wanted to do with it, what he hoped to accomplish with it this season.
What I'm excited to do with it is the weather modes, right? So I can't wait to try the sun mode with Leafeon, see how well it does. I can't wait to try the hail with Glaceon, to see how well that does. I can't wait to try the sand to see how well that does. Um, and then all the other mons, whichever way they can contribute to the weather modes. I'll do. I haven't really looked up much on it, and my first match is a little bit stressful, but I just what I tell myself is, you know what, I'm gonna go into the match, and if I see something that I can improvise on, I'm gonna just improvise on it and just hope to God that it works while I'm battling. Because if it doesn't, then I'm giving myself 3 games. If in
Mhm.
3 games I don't do great enough with them, where they're getting pulverized and they're not even having space to breathe, then I'll definitely do some trades and get myself in a better driver's seat. But that's what I'm just giving myself 3 games to see how well they do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, if it does turn out to be something that you like messing around with and like feels good in battle, in terms of like good stuff, I think this is probably not a great idea, but would you trade Meowstick for Politoed?
Nah, that's
Fair
no,
enough. Fair. I
no. I
respect
can't
it.
do that.
You
Yo,
know,
if
I
I
had
do
to
that,
ask.
I feel like the team will just be we'll look like a circus. That's exactly
Yeah.
what we're gonna look at. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, I agree with Ed. I think if he loses Prankster, the team falls
Yeah,
apart.
no, for sure. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
Grimmsnarl was taken. I think Morgrim was also taken.
Yeah.
I'm Impa Dimp. I'm not gonna even.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking me with Impedimped. I really appreciate that.
Bro, I can't. Like, I'm like, this thing doesn't set up screens. It really doesn't like. It really doesn't do much for me. So I was just like, Meowstick. I was like, I was looking at Meowstick. I'm like, okay, I've used you before, and I felt like I wasn't too well experienced with it. So I feel like now I'll probably do a little bit better with it.
Yeah, it definitely is a really good support piece on your team. I dig it.
And here I basically say, yeah, Meowstick works really well for your team, and I look forward to seeing what it can do. And then we moved into our next question, which was who Ed was looking forward to the most this season to be fighting, or who he was dreading the most. It was up to him to tell us.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Rollo is who I'm going after.
Yeah.
Like that is the person that I want. Like I fight him. I think week 3. The last time we fought, it was very close, very close. The first match, I won by bullet punch. I think he was asleep. I was lucky that he didn't wake up after all those bullet punches. And I got the next two was just Balacephalon and Ndidi just they murdered me like badly. So I definitely excited to fight Rollo again. I feel like this time I'm not too confident with the team just yet because I haven't played with it yet and I haven't really looked into their stats, their move sets, what they can and can't do. So I'm a little bit nervous with that, but definitely I'm looking forward to fighting Rollo. The person I'm dreading to fight, I'm not too sure. I wanted this man right here to be in the auction draft, but instead he went non-max, and I was so upset. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I wanted that rematch, but yeah, Rollo is definitely first and most exciting. And dreading, I don't really have an answer for that one.
Yeah, I gotcha. I just realized we were muted, or I was muted for 11 minutes of this recording, so I'm just going to preface that at the beginning of the recording. I'm not. We're not starting over. One take.
Yeah, one take.
So I
We'll put captions on it.
will put. Yeah, we'll close caption it. So let's say, Ed, what is your opinion on the auction draft format? Be brutally honest. I'd love to hear it.
I
And
do not
also,
like. I do not like this auction draft. You know why? Because
why?
why in the hell would you give a Galarian Moltres away for 5 freaking points?
That's
That
true.
killed me. There was a bunch of moms going for 1 point because nobody wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I don't like that because basically you could build a super team like that with nothing. You know, other people are going for different things. People are going for a weather team. They're going for great defense, offense, an annoying team, a mimic team, a Pursuit Legend team. Whatever it is, people are going for. They can easily get it in auction draft. Because basically, you start with one, and if you're lucky enough that nobody wants that mon, you're gonna get it for 1 point. And I don't feel like that doesn't. To me, that doesn't balance teams out, and it doesn't balance the competition out. Like I want people, I want to. You should be able to draft, not draft something. You should be able to struggle to draft what you want. You know, that way
For sure.
everybody's struggling together, and everybody builds something that's equally balanced. And when you go into battle, everybody has fun and everybody equal. Nobody's better than the other because you know everybody was like, "Nah, I don't want that mom. Just take it for 1 point. Nah, I don't want that mom. Just take it for one. Just take it for one." And a lot of these moms are not worth. Then also, we had to fight R2 for the Glaceon, 21 points. I'm giving up, and then the Togekiss is going for 80 something points. Like those 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 number of points are points for legendary mons like Zacian or Kyogre or Groudon or Calyrex Shadow or Calyrex Ice. Like those are the mons that you pay those amount of points for, but not for no Togekiss or no Dragapult. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then you have other
Mm-hmm.
mons that are better, and I got it for 1 point. So I enjoyed it because we have fun with it, but I wouldn't suggest it as type of a format to do for drafting.
Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
because you look at people like Rollo, like you said. Like, first of all, the thing that just happened, goal trace for 5 points, insane. Like, that's ludicrous. And then I don't know if you were paying attention during the off-season thing. He got Tyranitar, Dracozolt, Excadrill for less than 10 points total.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's so much room to like abuse it, and it's definitely really fun because like we've seen how it turned out, and people are like enjoying it. But dang, it is hard to balance for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people seem
yeah,
to be really happy with their teams, but man,
Man,
the point values. Yeah, man, that's about all I can say.
yeah.
Uh,
It was crazy. I was just like, yeah, I wouldn't want to do this again. But if I have no choice, then I have no choice.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
this is a message for Dan. Don't do it.
don't
Don't do it.
Dan, please don't do it. I'm begging you.
All right. Ed, you ranked, I believe, dead last in
Dead
our official power rankings
I
from Samuel
love it.
Wakeman.
I
Yeah,
love it.
I want to know what's your opinion on that? Did you expect that, or what are you going to do about that?
I expected it. Each PR power ranking, I expected it. I was like, yes, 12, 12, 12, 12. Honestly, I would watch only Dumb explain my team, and that's it. And everybody would say the same thing. They don't see what I can really, why I have three weather setters. I don't have enough support to get mons popping, and stuff like that. I'm like, that's true. That's true. But there's moves that if you look closely at can really do damage. Like I'm gonna give you one for example. Um, in another draft league that I was in, the Silphco draft
Yeah.
association, yeah, I had drafted Shellos, right? Whole season I did not use that mon for nothing in the world. And it was supposed to be there to protect Cinderace from any water moves. But then I realized I'm only protecting him from one weakness. What about the others? So I never thought to bring Shellos at all. And then my playoff debut with that league, I faced a guy that had Quinstacat, Magerna, Palkia, and Mamoswine.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to be very creative, even though I shouldn't have because it's playoffs and I should have been more careful. But I was like, I looked at Shadow's moves. I'm like, you know what? This man is on my team for a reason. Why do I have it here? Let me find out why. Miracle and counter. I saw those two and I was like, let me try it. I tried that on Showdown and I one shot at the Palkia with Miracle.
Damn.
And I tell you how excited I was hyped when I did that on Showdown. I was like, nah, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I don't care. I'm going for it. Then I also made Cinderace special. I didn't physically I didn't make him physical because I knew he had Whimsicott and Whimsicott was just gonna charm its life away. And I tell you, it charmed its life away. It charmed, and I was just killing everything with
Yep.
with Cinderace in special. Um, and then Shellos did really well. Shellos killed Magerno one shot. Um, it hit Mamoswine hard. But it's just in the end, I made one wrong move, which was have flamethrower and blast burn on Cinderace.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of using blast burn, I used flamethrower. Obviously, it didn't die. It survived, and I ended up dying to life orb. And then
Ugh.
Dang.
Elos was paralyzed, not move. It could have killed the Mamoswine, and then the Purloin would have been over for the Purloin because it didn't have any attacking moves.
Right.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
very, it was a tough match and it was a tough loss. But I was really proud of the Shellos. So, moves like that, like Miracle and Counter. I think Leafeon has Miracle, but it doesn't have Counter. So that's one thing. That's one thing I'll reveal that I'm planning to do with the Glaceon is definitely make sure it can take a hit, and then that Miracle is gonna hit back really, really hard. So
For sure.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
speaking of that whole thing, be straight with me, Ed. Are you going to playoffs this season?
We gotta know.
Oh yeah, I'm going to playoffs, man. I don't, bro. I've been
Right.
getting into playoffs in the past 2 seasons. Not with the UDL, but with the other draft leagues. My first time getting into the playoffs in the UDL, lost my first round to this guy right here.
Won the whole thing, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was mad hype. I was like, yo, gotta cut my hat off to you, bro. You did well, and you fucking played that shit, man. You did fucking awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Um,
So that's a resounding yes. You're going to
yes,
playoffs.
yes, I'm
All
going to
right.
playoffs no matter what. I'm gonna try. My EV team is gonna carry me, and I'm gonna make sure that they carry me. I will do whatever it takes. I will ask anybody for their honest opinion. I will find anything. Like, I'll do my research because now I've gotten a little bit better at team building. And I realized that the way I team build, for some reason it works. I don't know why or how, but it just does. And then certain people's take on the team sometimes will allow me to change certain things that will work, but I'm definitely not gonna. I've been out 2 seasons straight making playoffs, and I'm not trying to um not stop that at the Jesus Christ, I'm
That
forgetting.
self-depreciation.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not the role I'm on. I'm not trying to slow
Yeah.
down. So I'm
for
I'm
sure.
I'm positive, and I'm really optimistic about it. So I'm gonna definitely make it.
Hell yeah.
You definitely have been on a roll. It's been really impressive. In talking to several people, we I won't go into specifics, but there were a couple matches like really early on, like almost a full year ago, that we watched and we were like, I'm not really sure like what's going through this guy's head, but like recently and over the few months, you've really come out swinging and like really put up a really solid showing, and there are a lot of people who think that you're probably the most improved person here. How do you feel about that? And like, are you leveling out or are you still leveling up?
I'm leveling up, leveling up. I'm trying to get better as I go along. Um, I'm glad to hear that people really think that I've improved because I felt like I have. I really felt like I have. There are some matches that I do rewatch, and I'm like, how the hell can I forget that? Because there's certain things I'll forget, and then when people watch my videos, they'll be like, no, earthquake does a grassy terrain has the damage of earthquake, right? I'm like, well, if I didn't know now. If I didn't know
Right.
then, I know now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just to me, it's a learning process. So each
Hmm.
match that I go into, and I forget something or I don't really know something, it's knowledge, it's experience. You know,
Hmm.
like perfect example today. I was on ranked. I did not know that fly gets stopped by psychic terrain on Talon Flame.
Ah.
I did
Yeah.
not know that because he went for fly and then he tried to hit me with it and psychic terrain stopped it and I was like I was mad
Yeah.
confused like what? And I was like that's good to know. Shit. So it's just
Yeah.
it's a learning
All
experience.
right.
And
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep on battling my life away. As much as I lose, as much as I do stupid things, I just see it as experience and I just um try to get better as I go along.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. I love to hear it, Ed. I love to hear it. But on the topic of stupid things,
Yeah.
Oh.
as we're gonna bring it to a close here. We really appreciate you coming on for this interview. But I need to know. The people want to know. More specifically, Samuel Wakeman wants to know.
Sam Wakeman.
What is the fastest gigalith you have ever seen?
I don't think I've ever seen a Gigalift that moves
Are
that
you,
fast.
uh-huh.
every time I face a Gigalith, it's either in Trick Room or it's just bulky as hell that you bringing that shit down is not easy. But
So, are you going on record and saying that you did not see a Gigalith move very fast with a wide guard at one point in your career?
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember.
All right, it's fine. It was a meme, but it's fine, Ed. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
We were gonna meme on you, but we didn't realize you forgot about it.
Well,
Oh, I did. Trust me. But I hate that move, white guard. I hate it with a passion.
All right, fair enough.
it's
It
whack.
gets me every time. It gets me every time.
All right. Well then, unless my man Raz has any other questions, we can wrap this up.
Nah, I got no more questions. Just if you want to plug any social media, YouTube channel, Twitch, etc.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
of course. Please, guys, follow my YouTube channel at VGC. Also my Twitch channel, also named at VGC. Twitter, I'm not very experienced on using that, so I don't really Twitter I just leave out. But yeah, please follow, please subscribe, help a brother out. I'm just trying to make it just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will be linking those in the description, so definitely go check out his stuff and give him a follow. Really, really good, solid content and good, solid play. So definitely.
Absolutely. You gotta love this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys.
All right, Ed. Well, thank you for coming on and having an interview with us. We greatly appreciate it, sir. And we wish you luck this season. I sincerely hope you take down that Goltrez when you fight Rollo.
You just
Sincerely. That would be a spectacle to watch. And for viewers at home, I apologize for being muted for the first half, but I will fix it in post and just voice over what the questions were. My side-handed comments weren't needed anyway, so I will fix that later. But all right, then that is all we have time for today. Thank you, folks. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and remember, we are the Draft Degenerates.